1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
So I'm Nora, and I'm from OneMind Dogs, and we are now here in Austin at Austin Pets Alive.
Yes.
And we can hear from the surroundings that it's about dogs. So I'm here with Katera, and she's from Austin Pets Alive, obviously, and so we would love to now hear more about APA and how APA works, and also about our collaboration with OneMind Dogs.
Sure.
So please, Katera, just introduce yourself and the dog you are having here with you.
Yeah, so I'm Katera. I'm the PR and events manager here at Austin Pets Alive. And this is Trinity, more importantly. She's about 2 years old, and she is a pitty mix. And we brought her in through our city shelter here. So she is just a love bug, and she's a really good representation of the dogs that we have here at APA. They just are looking for their forever homes and need that additional chance at life, and we're happy to give them it.
Brilliant. So tell me more about about APA. Austin Pets Alive is something totally different that I've ever seen before or experienced. And here in Austin, you have a great reputation. Everybody feels so good about it, and there are like thousands of people volunteering all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, what does like Austin Pets Alive do?
Sure. Well, Austin Pets Alive is not your normal average animal shelter, like you said. We are a bit different in that we focus solely on the animals who are most at risk of euthanasia in traditional shelters. So we figured out pretty early on that there was a disproportionate amount of significant populations of animals who are getting euthanized above others in shelters. Big dogs like Trinity here, or sick or injured animals, neonatal kittens, puppies without mothers, things like that. Those kinds of pets were getting euthanized at alarmingly high rates in shelters, and a lot of others were just, happy and existing. And we thought, well, that's not good enough. We want to be able to help every animal that we can. We believe that every animal deserves a chance at life, so that's why we started. We created 7 life-saving programs to help those animals who are at risk of euthanasia in traditional shelter settings, built up the resources around it, and now we've dedicated ourselves and our lives to helping those subsets.
I have visited Austin Pets Alive several times already, and every time I get amazed about the whole situation. In the United States, there are more dogs than there are children, and there are also lots of dogs that need home.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your perspective, like from your perspective, like the biggest reasons for like dogs needing a new home?
Yeah, we see a lot of different reasons why dogs end up homeless or in need of a home. And a lot of it comes down to vet bills is a really common thing. Some people bring dogs into their home and just are unaware that they have to budget for those vet bills because unexpected things happen to animals like they do to humans. So that's oftentimes why a dog ends up needing a home. Another reason is when people don't necessarily spay or neuter their animal, it provides an opportunity to create more puppies and more kittens. And oftentimes, understandably so, people don't have the means to care for 7 or 8 puppies and a mama. So we kind of see those animals come in shelters more often than others. And like I mentioned, a lot of shelters also don't have the resources to care for young animals and puppies like that. So we take them in instead, and we take in mamas. We give them the care that they need as they nurse their puppies, and then we're able to spay and neuter those puppies and the mama just to make sure that we're not creating more homeless animals on the street.
Also, like you have a huge, incredible program for training here in the shelter. So you retrain the volunteers and the dogs, and that's so impressive what you do. So if you can give us like a few examples of that project that you have?
Yeah, so it is truly amazing program, and it's honestly, it is one of our life-saving programs. It's a lifesaver for these dogs that we have here. We have a dog behavior team who works day in and day out with a lot of our dogs here on site to train them. So we have 2 different training programs that they go into. One is called the Canine Good Citizen Program, and that was developed by the American Kennel Club. It's actually the first step to becoming a service dog, so that's really exciting. So a lot of our dogs are in that, but then the dogs who need even more individualized training plans and care, they'll go into our Top Dog program, which is our total obedience program, and they work with a trainer every single day to work on skills that are necessary to go home. So it's in addition to your basic things like sit, stay, place. Those are obviously important, and those are the first tier, but we also focus on making sure a dog feels comfortable if a stranger approaches them when they're out on a walk. Or if a dog off leash runs up to it and he's leashed up on a walk, we train them so that they don't overreact or they don't underreact, and they know exactly how to be polite and well-mannered.
Nice. And also a big thing for when talking about responsible dog ownership. In OneMind Dogs, our big mission is to prevent behavioral problems with dogs, and also to leverage the understanding of what is responsible dog ownership and how important the puppyhood time for dogs' life actually is. We have now started cooperating with Austin Pets Alive, and all new adopters that adopt a puppy under 12 months will be supported by OneMind Dogs. So we are encouraging them to train them online. We offer this program and support that. So how do you see the importance of people understanding the training perspective when they take the dog?
Yeah, I mean, it's crucial. Like you said, puppyhood is the most important time to shape a dog's characteristics and behaviors as they move forward in their adult dog life. And oftentimes, the adult dogs we get in here didn't have that ability when they were puppies to be trained or to get that understanding with their owners. So being able to let our puppy adopters start out on the right foot with OneMind Dogs and understanding how crucial those first few months are and how formative they are, I mean, it's just so important. You can probably guarantee that you'll have a really well-trained and well-behaved dog who will be loyal to you and focus on you when they're an adult.
Yeah. And there are many times a little bit maybe people necessarily not understand every time all the realities in the fact when they are taking the dog or new puppy, like you said, all the vet bills and all the financial planning, but also that when you have the puppy there, it's a cute puppy, and when it grows, people needs to understand that the puppyhood is the time when you build that dream of your dog.
Yes.
So that's really important also.